is the fourth installment in the Predator franchise, and this one features a group of military soldiers and Olivia Munn that have to protect this kid who gets this Predator device from this alien spaceship, and the Predator is coming after him. Government forces are coming after him. That's this movie in a nutshell. A very bland movie. A very boring movie. This movie is not good. This is probably the biggest disappointment of 2018. If you thought Predator 2 was bad, or if you thought Predators was bad, this is a lot worse. This is the worst of the Predator franchise. We all know how great the first one is, but it's undeniable that the sequels probably get worse as they go on, which I don't think so. I like Predators better than Predator 2. I just like the ideas presented in Predators, where they go to the actual Predator planet. That was pretty interesting. This just feels like recycled ideas, and that's a shame, because it's written and directed by Shane Black, who has done really great movies in the past, like Lethal Weapon, The Nice Guys, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. I'll even give him Iron Man 3, because I actually really do enjoy Iron Man 3. And he was in the original Predator movie, so he should know this lore better than anybody. Unfortunately, he really doesn't. What he turns up here is a very generic script. These characters have no development whatsoever. I didn't care about any of them. Basically, these characters are just disposable characters. You can tell who's going to live, who's going to die, right off the bat when you're introduced to these characters. And their dialogue is so corny. The dialogue in this movie is very, very bad. I'll give you a couple of examples. Hey, is your mom's vagina a video game? Because it would be rated E for everyone. Okay. That's basically all this movie is. Just sex jokes, racist jokes, homophobic jokes, and all that. Am I watching a Michael Bay movie here? Is that what this is? Because that's what it certainly feels like. Everybody phones in their performance. I had no idea Thomas Jane was in this movie. I had no idea Alfie Allen, the guy that plays Theon Greyjoy in Game of Thrones, was in this movie. What the hell does Thomas Jane play? He's like this guy who like stutters. He's like, eat the pussy. That's literally one of his lines. I swear to God. Olivia Munn, looking at her, you're going to be like, okay, you're definitely miscast. Basically, the whole situation with Olivia Munn in this movie, chalk it up to this. Remember when The World Is Not Enough came out in 1999 and Denise Richards was cast as a Bond girl? Not only as a Bond girl, but as a nuclear physicist in a tank top and short shorts. Olivia Munn in this movie is basically that. Just a terrible miscast. Like, and I'm sorry, like, I kind of hate to bash on Olivia Munn because I've seen the frustration she's had with some past experiences and what she's going through right now with this movie. But, like, that's something I have to knock off on the movie for this. Like, she's miscast. This movie just is so stale. It's so generic. It's just, government baddies going after this military group. Oh, we gotta protect this kid who has this alien technology. We're just gonna get into a bunch of bloodbaths with this alien creature that showed up on Earth. To make matters worse, this doesn't even take place in the jungle. This doesn't even take place in the city. Predator 2 was more exciting, even though it took place in the city, and I didn't really like that. It takes place in the suburbs at Halloween time. Seriously, how boring? How boring is this movie? It is super boring. Before I knew it, I was halfway through, and I was like, oh, yes, we're halfway done with this movie. Can it be over quick enough? But when you look at your watch and you're like, oh, we're halfway through, the next half of the movie feels like an eternity. Honestly, this is the way I'm going to describe this movie. A group of turtles having a relay race that takes 5 years to complete is more exciting to watch than this movie. It's just stale, it's generic. The makeup and visual effects for the Predator look a lot better in 1987 than they do here, and this is 30 years later. I don't get it. How? How does that happen? The Predator looked like absolute shit in this movie. Why? How does that happen in this day and age? This movie is so busy trying to set up another movie too. It's just a setup movie. That's probably why it's so boring. That just adds to the boringness of the movie. It's bland. I mean, when the action's going down, it's entertaining in a way. But like after every hit on the Predator, somebody's got to crack a Michael Bay joke. And that doesn't mesh well with the movie. I don't know what Shane Black was going for with his sense of humor in this movie, but it definitely did not work. This is a very bland movie, very stale movie, very poorly developed movie. No development for characters, they make dumb decisions, miscast, poor makeup and visual effects, a generic story, and a very boring story at that. I'm going to give The Predator a D-. Did not think that was going to happen. Definitely the most disappointing movie of 2018 so far. Guys, thank you for watching my review of The Predator. The fourth one, not the original one. This is for the fourth one. You can find all my links to my social media accounts in the link below in the description. I will be reviewing the new Spider-Man game, so stay tuned for that very soon. Won't be able to live stream Shadow of the Tomb Raider. I guess Xbox does not allow streaming right to YouTube, so I can't do it. I apologize. I know I said I was going to. I can't. I don't know how to figure it out where I can record the video and then upload it later. I don't have the time to figure it out. But thanks as always for watching. My name is Alex Madden, a certified G and a bona fide stud. This movie sucks, and I am done. There we go.